Stay tuned to learn about some of the most isolated, desolate places around the globe, including a volcanic mound that has been visited only twice by humans and spurred alive in 1992 after being dormant for over 75,000 years. Hey everybody, this is Lowiki Journeys, a new show on the Laenif channel about random stuff on Wikipedia that I find neat. So I was checking if it was going to rain one day recently, and ended up roaming around the global radar map to see where else on Earth it was supposed to rain, when a tiny little island north of Antarctica caught my eye. Also, now that I think about it, isn't every direction technically north when you're at the South Pole?
Anyway, these little islands are called the Kergulen Islands, also known as the Desolation Islands, and they're one of the lesser-known isolated areas on the map. Point Nemo gets a lot of attention for being the oceanic pole of isolation, the farthest point from any land mass on Earth. But frankly, it's boring. The eerie emptiness is all it really has going for it, as it is the center of a gyre, a large system of oceanic currents. There is no life there. The water is still. The only signs of life are the satellites and rockets crashing down, as this has become a spacecraft junkyard.
And the Easter Islands also get a lot of attention for being the most isolated inhabited areas, and they got those cool statues. But on the Kerguelen Islands, there is a French research station which is occupied by roughly 40 people at any given time of the year. There's something called a superdarn there, which somehow measures ion convection in high latitudes.
These islands were once part of a continent that submerged about 20 million years, so it could have once hosted unknown species of animals and plants. Like the ancient lands of Antarctica, which are buried under more than 2 miles of impenetrable ice, the truth about what once existed here is lost to time to remain forever a mystery. In 1859, Jane Bentley gave birth to the only person born on the island, James Kergulen Robinson. He was also the first person born south of the Antarctic convergence, whatever that is. He died in 1914 of dehydration while prospecting in the West Australian deserts.
And while I found these islands interesting, what intrigued me most was the reason why they can't officially claim the title to most isolated land mass inhabited by humans. If the closest area with humans was Madagascar at 2,000 miles, then the islands could stake their claim over the Easter Islands and Tristan da Cunha in the South Atlantic. But 280 nautical southeast are some more islands, the Heard and McDonald Islands, which are technically uninhabited but protected as a nature reserve by Australian and French patrols, who occasionally make pit stops at the more easily accessible coasts in the Heard Islands.
Now, 27 miles west of those islands is what really fascinated me, the McDonald's Island Group, which has only been visited by humans twice throughout recorded history. When seal hunting and whaling were significant activities in the region, there might have been an undocumented visit, but as for what we know for sure, mankind has made less trips to this island group than to the moon, where we've sent humans 6 times.
Once in the 1970s and once in 1981, research expeditions landed on the McDonald's Islands via amphibious vehicles and made some observations. What I find is interesting is that the islands are volcanic and they had been dormant for 75,000 years. Then in 1992, less than a decade after the last human landing there, it started to erupt and become active again. The land masses have been growing ever since.
These islands might not have any permanent human populations, but unlike the aforementioned Point Nemo, they are brimming with life, mostly penguins. There's also seals, other birds like albatrosses, more seals, whales, and all types of plant life. The climate is cold, severely windy, and wet. Cold rain, sleet, and snow fall frequently, and clouds often block the sun out of the sky entirely. Not the best environment for people, but perfect for penguins.
There is no McDonald's in the McDonald's Islands group, but that didn't stop a certain world leader from recently imposing tariffs on the economically inert, unpopulated frozen island that's home to a bunch of penguins.
There's also a funny history of Australia, the UK, and France all claiming the deserted land masses with their little flags and then sailing off. Even Germany made a stop there during the Second World War, but there's no time for any more of that political nonsense. That's all I've got regarding the cold volcanic islands atop the Kergulen Plateau in the South Indian Ocean. Now it's your turn. What's something on Wikipedia that you recently stumbled upon? Share in the comments, and don't forget to support Laenif with a like and subscribe.